Hey, y'all. We're back at it again with another video. We did it. That's all I gotta say. We did it. Things got weird. We did it. Let me explain what's going on. Oh, was it last month? Yeah. 8/10, August 10th. We're supposed to start with unlimited internet with this one company that just all of a sudden popped up. Anyway, we had it set up for them to come install it on the 13th. Long story short, didn't show up on the 13th, didn't show up on the 15th, didn't show up on the 17th, didn't show up on the 19th. I called them about 5, 6 times. They kept on saying they don't know why the technician hasn't showed up. They apologized. They'll give me a discount on the first month's payment. Blah, blah, blah. So they rescheduled it after the 19th. They didn't show up. They had to reschedule it for September 4th. In between that, I had DirecTV come out twice. Called them. They came out the very next day. Once was to get my son's box, his DirecTV box, back on. We had to get a new TV and it just wouldn't come on. So they came out that day, and then the following week I called them back because we need to upgrade our boxes anyway. So I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and knock this out while we can. So they called them up again, upgraded 2 of my boxes in the house. Called them the very next day, came out, no problem. Upgraded my boxes. Fast forward to September 4th. Once again, I actually had the number for the install guy. Whoa. Let me reverse. This is where it gets weird. All of a sudden, we're sitting there at 6 p.m. on like a Thursday. And all of a sudden, we get a knock on the door just out of the blue. Like, what the heck? Oh my gosh. There's a guy at the door. Luckily, I got the installer's name from the company a couple weeks before, so I knew his name, and he, just I didn't open the door. I was like, can I help you? I'm not opening this door. I don't know who you are. I'm in the middle of nowhere, middle of the country. Hardly anybody comes over without letting us know before they come over. So that was really super weird. So he's like, yeah, I'm with the company. I just want to come over here and talk to y'all about it. I was like, okay, what is your name? And what is your ID number? And he gave me it, and it was correct. It was him. So I was like, oh, okay. So I let him in, and we talked, and he's like, oh, no, I haven't received the order at all, period. I see that you have, I'm supposed to come over, but we never received an order from the company every single time. I'm like, okay, that's weird. He said, well, come over here, I'll let you know. We're supposed to get 20 megabytes per second lines in, 2 lines. 10 each, and we're supposed to have 20 megabytes per second because we got so many devices in this house. And he said, well, if you do the 20 megabytes per second feature, it's going to cost you $107 per hour for me to come over here and run 2 lines. And if one of them lines just so happens to get cut, just disconnects for some odd reason, you are totally out of internet, period. No internet at all. So my advice to you is just to run to 10 megabytes per second. It's just as quick. You should have no problem with all the devices that you have. And I told him, I want to live stream, I want to upload stuff. He said it should be no problem at all. So I was like, okay. So I called them on the phone while he was standing in front of me to let them know that's what I wanted. They didn't understand what I was talking about. No clue at all. Well, we're going to get our customer service, our install department to call you back. I was like, okay, please do that. So they made a note of it and the install people were supposed to call me back. Long story short on that, they never called me back. I called them the very next day. They had no idea what I was talking about. And so finally, 3 days later, I get a phone call about my inquiry. They said, well, we're going to have to see if we can approve it. Okay, all you do is switching it from a 20 to a 10. Shouldn't be that hard to say yes anyway. So I got a phone call 2 days later after that saying yes, it was approved. My install date was still on the 4th. He'll come out, no problem. The 4th came and gone. I called the company on the 3rd. I said, hey, are they still coming out? Yes, you are still scheduled to come out, have it installed. I said, okay. So I called the gentleman, the installer. He gave me his cell phone number. I called him. I said, hey, I just got off the phone with the company. They said they're going to come out, that you're going to come out tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning. He said, I haven't got the order for it. I'll get to work in the morning, and I will see if I have the order. If not, I'll have my supervisor call you, and we can work this out. So, first thing in the morning, I get up with the kids, get the kids up to school, and I wait until about noon. And I call him. I'm like, hey, I guess you didn't get the order. He said, no, I didn't get any order. So I was like, okay, well, it is what it is. So I get on the phone with my phone company around here. And it just so happens that as of September 1st, they started to do unlimited internet. And they will work with me. They'll bundle my internet and my internet and phone if I so chose. And I was like, oh yes, please. I'm having a heck of a time with this. Please, please, please. So went ahead and approved that and got that done. I said, well, the soonest we can come out is September 17th. We'll send you the router in the mail, and that should be there that same day. I was like, oof. They said the technician should come out between 8 and 5. And I was like, man, my UPS doesn't come until about 6:30. Can we push the install time back to about 6:30? I said, no, it shouldn't be hard to install the router. Or you plug it in, and plug a couple plugs in, and you should be good. I was like, okay, I've done it before. I have my wife. They said, well, we have a 24/7 tech line. If you need help, it's like, okay, we'll figure it out. We'll work it out. Fast forward to the 17th. I kind of get gun shy. So I call them that morning. I had a question about the bill anyway. I had two bills come in that morning. And two different bills. And I was like, whoa, what in the world is this? So I called, and there weren't statements. They were just showing me that I approved the internet and the phone being combined, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, oh, thank you. So I asked them about the install, and they said, oh, well, he's working on it here at the office. He doesn't have to come out. It should be up and running. Once you get the router, wait until between 6 and 8 p.m., hook it up. If it doesn't work, hit refresh on it until it works. It should work between 6 and 8. That's when we upload the system and let it know that you're doing unlimited internet. I was like, okay, that's no problem. I got a phone with them at 8:15, 9 o'clock. I get a knock on my front door all of a sudden. I'm like, okay, I'm not expecting anybody. You know, they said that guy is not going to come out. He's taking care of it at the office. I open the door, and it's the same installer from the other company. They work and they do all the local internet companies, which is only two. So they install both internet companies. So we laughed about it, and he said, oh, I'm done. I went ahead and hooked up your phone jack and switched it up to upgraded your phone jack to receive the internet, and you're good. I said, just that simple? Yeah. Wow. I don't know what happened, but I I appreciate you. I appreciate it happening. If I were to know, all I do is switch companies and get a different result. I would have done that. Well, September 1st. So he said, yeah, we just started with this company also, and they seem like they're pretty up and up, pretty good. And I was like, yeah, their customer service really helped, and they were really friendly and really knowledgeable and stuff like that, and a lot better than the other company. And I'm glad I switched. And he said, well, do you have the router? And I'll hook it up. And I was like, no, UPS doesn't come until 6, so I won't be able to have you help me hook it up until 6. He said, okay, here's what I'll do. When it comes in, text me, and I'll come back over, and I'll hook it up. And I was like, what? Oh man, I appreciate it. He said, no, all the trouble you went through, that's no problem. I can do that. Because he also knows I'm blind. When he came over, I explained that to him and stuff like that. So 5:45, UPS came. So I texted him and said, hey, the router's here. If you can come over, I'm here. I'm available. Let's do it. So I didn't get a response from him. So I was like, of course. So I go let my wife know that he didn't respond back, and I said, first thing in the morning, I'll get up with the kids, get them off to school, work out, take a shower. After I do that, I'll call him about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and see if he can come out later this afternoon. And I do all that, and it's 8:30, and I call him, and I thought I heard a car door in my driveway. So I kind of like, oh, there'll be a door in a minute. I'm just going to give him a call. He ain't going to answer the phone. I'll leave him a message and he'll call me back. So he picks up the phone and he's like, hey. I was like, hey, I'm just see if you're going to come by, and if you got my message yesterday, if you're going to come by and help me install the router, set the router and stuff. He's like, I'm in the driveway. I'm walking down the hill. I was like, that's you? He's like, yeah. I was like, wow, great minds think alike. All right. So I met him at the door, and he came in, and I handed him the box, and about 15, 20 minutes later, boom, I'm up and running. I got unlimited internet now, so I am so excited about that. And here we go. Problem solved. So I'm glad everything worked out. Like I said, I was more impatient with the other company, and oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh gosh, the last thing they said when after the 4th, they called on the 6th, and they said, "Hey, do you have an active internet source at your house?" I said, "Yeah, I have satellite internet." Oh well, we can't come out and set your internet up without having you cancel it. You got to cancel that before we come out. I was like, they said, well, it's a conflict of your telephone line. Like, satellite internet has nothing to do with the telephone. It's satellite internet. It has satellite dish and runs outside the house. It has nothing to do with my phone line. So y'all can hook it up if y'all need to. And they said, no, sorry, we can't do that. Okay, well, you know what? I can't cancel my subscription. I'm not canceling my subscription until I have unlimited internet. I'm not going without internet until y'all decide to come out here. So no, that's not happening. So I want my subscription terminated. So he's like, okay. So he terminated the subscription, and I went and did the other company, and I told him that. And when he was doing the router, he's like, yeah, the satellite internet has nothing to do with your phone lines. They just didn't want to. Basically, they didn't want me to get installed, I guess. I don't know. But he's like, yeah, it has nothing to do with us. I didn't think so. So, yeah. So, we did it. Persistency and just patience worked out. So, I'm glad. You'll be seeing a lot more content from me and everything like that. I'm just trying to work out a schedule with me and my son with the video games and basically everyday life and cooking and shopping and everything like that. So we'll get it sorted out and we'll get it straightened out, and y'all be seeing a lot more videos of me. I hope to do some collab with a lot of y'all YouTubers and stuff like that. So we'll see. Future is bright. So I'll talk to y'all later. Alright? Comment, let me know what y'all think. Oh, crazy. Subscribe, hit that notification button. Like I said, we got some good content coming. My wife and I have some great ideas. We got some good vacation coming up. Next summer, we're going to go on another cruise. We're going to take the kids on the cruise with us. Thinking about going to Disney World, doing Universal Studios also next year. We're probably going to do either the Halloween stuff, because my daughter's been wanting to do a haunted house, and Halloween horror night thing looks pretty good. I was listening to some videos, some YouTube videos on that. I was like, we can kill two birds with one stone. I can get about 10-15 haunted houses out of the way, get some good content, and have a good vacation. So that's what we're thinking about doing. So like I said, we got some pretty good stuff coming up in the future. So stay tuned, hit that notification bell, subscribe, like. Y'all know what to do. Alright, talk to y'all later. Peace.